Welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. When Aiden woke up after his life-saving surgery, the morning of the Cataclysm, he was weak and frail. Now, well, he isn't strong, but he's a lot stronger than he was a week ago, and we've killed at least one zombie. It's a start. Only about 8 billion left. One of the first things I want to touch on today is a quick update of where Aiden, our bionic and psionic nerd, has gotten to in the last 5 days of being stuck in his apartment. We are now up to 9 strength, 10 dexterity, 11 intelligence, and our perception hasn't moved. And where we are getting that from is from things like our melee, our athletics, fabrication, all of the metaphysics, all of these things are giving us these bonuses with stats through skills. Now that we've gotten a couple of things up relatively high, it's going to be a long time before we get more strength. I believe strength is primarily melee, bashing, mechanics, and maybe athletics. I'm not sure. Athletics might be dexterity. We also now have athlete's form, which I have learned through the comments, which was incredibly helpful. Thank you all. Is basically useless. It only really helps you with muscle-powered vehicles, so skateboards and bicycles. But we do have concentration, beginner, and food prep, and we're pretty close to a couple things. As far as our skills, we finally gotten up to melee 3. I do believe we might be able to get a little bit farther of that. We have athletics 4, which we'll be able to get up to 5, which again, if you don't remember, is raising our total stamina, which is amazing. And then we also have fabrication 4 and survival 2, which is both very good as well. And then last of all, I'm gonna make this kind of quick, we managed to get Night Eyes up to level 4, which is making our ability to see much farther, and Force Shove is sitting at level 6, having a range of 5 and doing an absolute fuck ton of damage. It says 3 to 7 up here whenever you're targeting with something, but it doesn't actually do 3 to 7 damage, because it seems to do extra damage whenever you shove something into a wall and sort of just crush it there. We also have this glorious H&K MP5 SD, which is a internally silenced and suppressed gun that offers subsonic performance in the same footprint as a MP5 while retaining its handiness. I've been told by someone in the chat that with certain types of magazines, certain types of 9x19s, it won't actually be subsonic. I'm not 100% sure if that's true because of how statistics in Cataclysm works, but it's something we'll just have to try, right? I also did notice that it has multiple firing modes of auto, semi-auto, and a 3-round burst. So we're going to probably try and see if we can figure out how to change the firing modes, because frankly, I don't know. But by the time we get to the end of this video, I will know. So don't worry about putting that one in the comments. Oh, hey, that's what it looks like. Good to know. I actually went and looked up what this gun looks like. It's actually pretty cool in real life. I'm not a huge gun nut myself, but this one's pretty nice. We also got an army bayonet, which we will assign to W for the future here, so that we can pull out very quickly. That is a very good weapon for us. It keeps wanting to sort it into our image. Why do you not want to go into this gosh dang sheath? What is wrong with the sheath that you... Maybe it's because I'm not wearing the sheath. Is that why you don't like it? Is that why you don't like it? Okay, we're wearing the sheath now. Now it'll go into the sheath. Okay. For some reason, Aiden just does not want to understand the concept of reaching into his backpack and putting it into the sheath, which is actually a real, like, camping thing, is to have, you know, places on your backpack to sheath things. But whatever, we're going to move on from that. Lastly, as part of our checkup today, there's something more important that I want to do. It has been probably about a week in game since we have checked the state of the Horde around our apartment. And just to remind you, this fog of war up here is really showing you how far we've managed to move in the entirety of Aiden's playthrough so far. Aiden has just been trapped in this apartment complex this entire time. But I want to check the state of the Horde outside, because we have been thinning out the Horde. So I'm very curious if it is doing better or worse. So we got a handful of stragglers over here. This is like normal amounts of zombies. A few of them, this is a good time to check because it's getting close and dark, so a few of them have spotted me, but not really that many. Let's go ahead and check the west side here. Go ahead and peek down. Again, a few stragglers. There's the saluted devourer. There's a couple buildings that they have just completely mowed down. Whenever zombies get together, they have something called Horde bashing, which basically adds all of the zombies' strength together in order to bash down a singular building, which is why they've been able to tear down these buildings, even though individual zombies are not capable of tearing down a wall. Let's check here. Again, just a few stragglers. There is a zombie brute here. He's very, very weak, but he's going to be bashing around and down there a little bit because he does see us as we step over the side to look down. And up here was where the major horde was. Yeah, it looks like we've actually cleared a significant amount of them, and then the rest that we haven't cleared have sort of like moved on. And as Aiden checks all of these ledges, we are very happy to see that at least right now, there's just not that many zombies out here anymore. There's a car out front. We're actually getting a chance to look around. Now, mind you, there is still a lot of zombies out here. And if we were to all attract them together on us at once, we would be in a significant amount of problems. As it stands, though, I think that tomorrow might be finally the day that we manage to make some actual progress. We have our silenced MP5, which, please keep in mind, it's still a gun. Despite it being, air quotes, silenced and suppressed, it's still going to make bang bang noises, and it's still going to attract zombies. I know that's not the technical way of talking about it, but I don't know anything about the technical ways of talking about guns, so that's what we're going to say for now. Since we're so close to finishing off our athletics, tonight we're going to spend some time on athletics to get it up to 5, and then we'll go through and we'll top off all our skills that have depreciated, like our unarmed. We will spend the rest of the time going back and forth between learning force shove and noisemaker until we're tired enough to go to bed, and I'll meet you guys in the morning. Okay, Maiden wakes up bright and early the next day, finally kind of getting into a nice sleep cycle. Don't know what that's like. And we're going to try and get some stuff done today. I will note, and I'm curious if anyone can test this, we're currently sitting on the 0.H release candidate, and I'm having trouble. I've done a lot of times with Mind Over Matter. I'm having trouble learning Noisemaker. No matter how many times we study it, we are not actually able to learn it. Aiden has now spent, I think, 12 hours learning and meditating on it without having successfully learned it. And I'm curious if there's a bug going on there and if anyone else is having any issues with that. So if anyone does find out about that, I greatly appreciate it. One thing that I did get pointed out is that I think I forgot to upgrade my lockpicks. Yep, I did. So we're going to go and do that very quickly. If you did not know, you can make rudimentary lockpicks with like anything you find. All you basically need is something and then some wire. The wire's the hard part, and then the other part is just like random forks and knives. However, once you have rudimentary lockpicks, you can upgrade them just with a hammer into improvised lockpicks, which are drastically better. I did not realize that I had forgotten to do this. I had upgraded some of them, and then I had made some more lockpicks off camera, and then proceeded to do the extra step of actually upgrading them. We're probably not going to use these right away, but I do like having them on me because there's a lot of doors in the game that you can't bust down. I also have a list of suggestions sitting next to me of things that people have suggested, which I, for the record, greatly appreciate. Guys, keep it up. But I do have a list of suggestions here, and I as we're kind of doing some rudimentary exploration here, I do want to go down them. We do need a melee weapon. We'll use the arming bayonet. So someone suggested pipe cleaners, and I'm going to cover like 4 things at once here. Pipe cleaners, firearm repair kits, and a charcoal smoker. I will say all 3 of those comes from a book, so I can't make those, but they are good things that we want to keep in mind in the future. And then the next thing is actually at the bottom of my list, but it's the most important one, is that someone spotted, they must have paused or something, because I go through these lists really fast. Someone spotted a halogen bar. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in our dinar, and then we're going to say, let's just go how, okay? Nothing on the next floor below us. Just check these real quick. There is a ballistic vest here. Is that better than what we're wearing? You know, we're going to grab it for now, and then we will compare it once it's in our inventory. A hiking backpack is nice. Ink tablet is nice, but not really something we need. Antipsychotics. Okay, we'll just take the vest for now. Okay, I don't see any zombies immediately. So let's go ahead and halogen bar. Wow, good fucking eyes. Whoever in the comments noticed this, you are a saint and a scholar, sir. So where's the denarius? The denarius is over there. We're going to pick up the halogen bar first. And this is 3 pages of a body, so we're just going to type in how, and we will wield this and then sheath our army bayonets. And I think the halogen bar, there's a shriekling right there. Okay, we're going to stop our In fact, let's actually let the Shriekling come in. Okay, we're going to use Force Pull. Force Pull doesn't have enough range. I think the Shriekling, yeah, we just heard the sound. The Shriekling walked into our thing and then died. Okay, so the Halogen Bar might, what I was about to say is, it might be our new heaviest, yeah, it weighs 10 pounds and has 29 inches of length. So let's go ahead and check something real quick. What is that in comparison to the MP5? The MP5 is 8 pounds and 26 length with 4 volume. I think that Halogen Bar might be a better thing to put in our lifting field, like semi-permanently, because the... Let's actually check. So we're going to drop the Halogen Bar, and we're going to unload the lifting field. Can we... Oh, the MP5 is also too heavy to pick up. What am I carrying that is so freaking heavy? Is it just the Ballistic Vest? Wow, the Ballistic Vest is 23 pounds. Okay, so we need to deal with this first. So let's go ahead and compare. There's a chance that our Scrap Cross is still better, just on the idea of like when it finally blocks. Okay, so one thing to note immediately is that the Ballistic Vest is 100% torso coverage with less encumbrance. So that already is telling me this might be worth it, even if it's less armor, which I don't know if it actually is less armor. So this is a 95% chance to protect for very similar armor rates. 6 bash, 8 cut versus 9 bash, 9 cut. Yeah, the cut isn't very, or the bash isn't very good, but it also has 21 ballistic and 6 pierce. I think just off the idea that it's full coverage with a much higher 25% chance to fail, basically, with the scrap armor. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take off the scrap armor, and we're going to wear the SWAT ballistic vest. We can leave the scrap cross here. So now we can pick this up, and we can also pick up the Halogen Bar. So they both fit in our inventory. We're going to sort our inventory real quick. I'll be right back. One thing I also noticed while I was messing with these things is now that we have everything sorted, the Halogen Bars in the lifting field, I did notice that we actually can make a strap. Nope. Sling. There we go. 2-point sling, which would allow us to put our MP5 on our back. And all we need is a short rope, which short rope is actually very easy to make. There's a lot of recipes for it, but my favorite one here is 6 long strings. So while we're down here, I think that we're going to use our new favorite Halogen Bar here, and we're going to collect some long strings from these buildings down here that we've not really messed with too much. We can make a sling for our gun, wear it over our back, and then our storage issues will be a lot better. Ooh, we just found a toolbox with a metal file set and a small adjustable wrench. We're actually going to take all 3 of those things, because that's pretty nice. We did just find a learning fencing book, which I don't know if this is it doesn't seem to be a martial arts manual. That's unfortunate. So it's probably just some recipes, some other stuff, some like melee stuff, which is a little unfortunate. Another thing I'd like to point out that I'm sure someone would have noticed eventually, but we're going to go ahead and do it now, is that I actually can drop my hammer, because the only thing that the hammer gives me that the Halogen Bar doesn't is fine hammering, which we do need, but not whenever we're out and about. Okay, with that little bit of management over, we are going to hit the rest of the houses real quick downstairs, try and get our long sling going. And there we go. Now we'll have a 2-point sling on our H&K. So now instead of putting it just in our backpack, we can wear it on our back. Unfortunately, that does also increase our encumbrance, but it gets it out of our backpack. So I think that might still be okay, because what we can do now is in the case of having to do some melee fighting, we can drop our backpack and our encumbrance goes down to 20. But it'll leave our MP5 on our back, which means that we will still have all of the tools we need to fight without all of the encumbrance. So I think it's still a net gain. We'll go ahead and pull out our army bayonets, check the bottom floor. We're not seeing anything. And I think it might finally be time for us to check some of these nearby areas. The gun store, now that we have this MP5, would be a really nice area to check. We hear a little bit of movement. We see a firefighter zombie. Let's go ahead and check. Firefighter, tough, a couple SWAT zombies. Everything seems pretty badly hurt, so we are going to pull them back. Ooh, and as we stepped in, we saw another firefighter zombie, but he's pretty badly hurt, so we're actually going to stab him very quickly, let the other one come in. This guy is not hurt whatsoever, so we're going to yeet him backwards, doing a absolute ton of damage to him as he gets yeeted backwards. Let's see if we can finish him off. We don't like being grabbed, so we're going to throw him backwards and head upstairs. This tough zombie grabs us. We shove him against the back of the wall, shoving him against that spike in the wall there. pushing him once again in order to finish him off. I would like to see about this firefighter zombie. Here's his helmet. He only has a dust mask. Okay. I was hoping that he would have, let's see the other one. He would have like a firefighter PBA mask. Yeah. This is one of the better masks, at least in my experience, because it's 100% of coverage of the eyes and mouth, and it fits under a lot of things. It's really badly damaged though, and all of the firefighter gear is really hard to repair, so I think we're actually not going to take it. We're gonna push this SWAT zombie back so that he walks into a trap a second time. We'll do it one more time. Now he's bleeding really badly. As he comes in, we'll just finish him off in melee. I know that we shouldn't be fighting with this amount of torso encumbrance, but right now I'm not worried about it because we're only fighting things that are very, very low durability. And holy crap, there's a zombie dog and a zombie out here. And a tough, but still. Too far away to pull in with far hand. Wow, this normal zombie dog is suddenly doing a number to us. Okay, we take it down. Very good, very good. We always want to catch our breath between each fight, because again, our stamina, even more so than a normal character, our stamina is our survival. Okay, just lead them into some traps real quick. All of them were freshly reanimated, so they were not very durable. Okay. We see a skeletal zombie and a pupating zombie. The pupating zombie will be difficult for us to kill, but we have killed one before. See if we can get over to this place. It's like we got zombie brutes. He's really badly injured, and there's a shrieker over there. Has the shrieker screamed yet? Let's see. It does not appear to have screamed yet. We would have heard something. I'm going to run over to the door real quick. Check the door. It is locked. Can we use our halogen bar on it? We can pry it open with the halogen bar, but there are just two. Oh, there's now two zombie brutes? Where the hell did you come from, mate? And we'll yeet him backwards, start running, and we're going to head back to the apartment building. Okay, two zombie brutes, a shrieker. How long would it take for me to pull out? If I wielded my MP5, it would take 500 turns. 5 full seconds. That is probably far too long because, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the brute at least would get to me before I pulled it out. I'd really love to test it and see how silenced it really is, but I think this is not the right time. I think instead we're going to fall back to here, and as soon as we see stuff coming around the corner, we're going to shove that guy against the wall, taking him out completely. The shrieker took itself out, and they're coming down now, so we need to back out to here. We shoved that guy, but he moved into the doorway just in time to get shoved in an angle that doesn't hurt him. We'll take a breath real quick. Check downstairs. It looks like a bunch of them walked onto some traps. That fat zombie is pretty badly damaged. We can just kind of yeet her away. Ooh, some tramadol. Very nice. We lost our concentration mid-shove. We're fine, though. We're fine, though. We pushed the zombie brute back onto these spikes. Zombie child steps on some spikes. We'll push it again, damaging it pretty badly. We'll go upstairs, and it grabbed us just in time for us to reach out with our mind, and Aiden just throws it back onto the staircase, completely crushing it against the wall. We are in mild pain, which means we can keep fighting, at least for a little bit longer. And that pupating zombie. That's the thing I need to worry about. We got two options here. One, we can grab it against a wall like this. We can shove it over and over again, just absolutely taking the force of our mind and gravitationally shoving it against the wall, eventually crushing it. Or, in the future, if we don't have a good wall like that, we can actually bait it into exploding. We're going to step on some sludge trails here so that we don't get stuck in the future. And I think that really small horde is more or less cleaned out. A zombie cop sees us in the distance. But if we can get into... There's definitely stuff in here. As we're prying it open, a tough zombie got in. Okay, we're going to let him get a little bit closer, and then we're going to go around him like this and shove him up against the door. We really do have to watch our positioning with these shoves. Zombie top with full HP. Skeletal zombie. Thought we were being pretty quiet, but I guess not. We'll shove this guy backwards. Did a little bit of damage to him. We can take her out in the same time. I just realized we're not brawling, which will help immensely as we shove this guy back. And there's only a skeletal zombie. I think I can take these guys. Oh, he actually just bled out. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. We're just going to wait for this skeletal zombie to catch up. He has a lot of cut resistance, but I think it's not going to matter. Are we clear? Oh, wow. Monsters. You don't see any monsters around you. There's definitely some monsters in here, though, for the record. We're going to pry it open and let them out. How durable are you? You are at full HP. Let's stop that. Aiden throws him against the wall once, and with his trained ability of being able to use his psychic powers, we immediately took it down. This is what I'm saying whenever the game was like, oh, you know, this psychic power does 4 to 8 damage. No, it doesn't. It does a lot more. We got a book here. We'll go ahead and take all... You know what? We're actually not going to take these books. It only takes a minute 30 for me to scan it. We're just going to scan this book in because there's likely more valuable things that we want to spend our inventory space on. Some sort of door back there. It does look like this place was raided. We'll take the track and field because we're out in the open. I don't want to spend a few minutes out in the open like this. Yeah, it looks like this place was already raided, so we're not getting a lot out of here, unfortunately. It does look like there's a... Ooh, miscellaneous repair kit. I'll take that. Small rifle primer. That's... I don't know what this is useful for. And some smokeless pistol powder. Again, don't know what that's useful for, but it's in a gun shop, so I assume it's to make gun stuff. And let's see, upstairs. Ooh, a hot cut. A hot cut is a special type of chisel used for metal smithing. It's used to cut lengths of metal, and it's actually very useful for eventually doing some forging stuff. We'll open up these crates to make sure there's nothing in them. And this container is actually full. Ooh, hold on. I just thought of something we can do. Let's go ahead and light up a candle here and go over to our deconstruct. So if we can grab this household water thing, and bring this back, we actually have a really nice thing to put under our rain collector. Okay, now with the water heater in our hands, if we were to... It's actually going to drain our stamina carrying this because it's so freaking heavy, because we're like 100 pounds overweight. So we're going to be careful, and we're going to walk back to our house here, make sure we don't attract anything. And we're just kind of going to kind of go in and immediately install this on the roof under our rain collector and drop off everything else. Because we kind of finish off that gun store anyways. Yeah, do you see our stamina just kind of getting demolished there? Okay. Apparently, we just got a new insights. You can expand your senses for what is out of place, looking for anything that means to harm you. Which I believe is a clairvoyance or clairsentience ability. Yeah, we now have premonition, which, if I remember correctly, is actually a pretty good ability that does a little bit more than it says it does. We'll go ahead and drop everything else off, and I'll catch you guys as I head back out. The other thing I want to mention that we did really quick was a little bit more inventory management. I put my MP5 back into the lifting field with the main reason that whenever it's in the lifting field instead of on my back, it only takes 300 moves instead of 500 moves to pull out, which is a big deal. That is essentially 2 less turns. And now that we have some clear inventory again, we are going to head back out. And one of our goals is paramilitary zombie. It's actually not that bad. We should be able to move to right here and thrust them back into the wall. Aiden is becoming powerful. There's an AR-15. That's a really good gun. It has a +2 on it, which is a sling and an upper receiver. Okay. Oh, I just saw it. Army helmet. Okay, well, we definitely have to take that. We're going to be wearing so much filthy gear. Okay, let's take care of this tough zombie first. Should be able to take him down very quickly. Okay, go ahead and drop the bike helmet and wear the army helmet. That is, I don't know if you guys know, but that is a pretty huge upgrade. It covers 50% of our helm and has insane protections, all in the teens, 14, 16, and 16 with 13 pierce. It is very, very good. It is also very dirty and very damaged, so we're going to want to find some stuff for it as well. We're going to take this AR-15 here. We're just going to go up to the first clean floor and drop it on the ground, because I don't feel like sorting my inventory a 4th time in about 10 seconds. And as soon as we step out, I think we were moving a little bit too fast there. A tough zombie immediately grabs us. We have to push him backwards, but he was pushed in the wrong direction, so we're going to step over here, run, push him again, and he is not behaving. He is not doing the right things. He's not moving the right way, so we're gonna step back to our little thing here. He is now bleeding out. We should be able to finish him down with the knife, and we do. Oh, it is crazy how much stronger Aiden is. We are definitely becoming a monster. We are more capable than ever. Okay, so the gun store is cleared out. Let's check the electronics store now. It is so nice to finally be able to loot, and it even feels greater than usual to be able to loot because of how hard it has been to get to this point in the first place. Okay. There's a SWAT zombie there, but I want to get up to the roof. Yeah, okay, so we're going to crouch. We're going to come over here, and can we just take this down? No, we have to deconstruct it. It's not simple, it's furniture. Okay, we'll quickly deconstruct this solar panel, and we will probably leave this here, and we will add this to our solar array here in the very near future. I actually really like this ladder because it's behind a bunch of dumpsters and recycling bins, so it's actually kind of naturally concealed, which makes it okay. We're gonna come over here and push this guy, and we got 100 monsters killed. Very nice. On the current version of Cataclysm that I'm running, every single time you get an achievement, you also get an error, which always freaks me out that the game's going to crash. But I actually have not had the game crash on this version a single time, which is why we're using it. Let's go ahead and use our halogen bar, our new lockpick, to get into the electronics store, close the door behind us, pull it open a little bit further. It looks like this place is relatively looted as well. We're seeing a RAM chip, a book that we've already read. But there's a back room. I'm sorry, a what? For a half a second there, I saw a zombie predator. That's not the greatest of news. We definitely don't want to go out front there then. Zombie predator wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for us. It's not like it's going to kill us immediately or anything like that, but we won't be able to get away from it. And the zombie predator is going to be in control of deciding basically who is the person who is in control of the battlefield. He's going to be the one jumping around, and we're not going to be able to decide what direction he is from us. So with our fighting style of using our silent powers to kill things, he is a very large threat to us. There's our friend, the dissolute devourer. I think I want to kill him. Okay. We're going to store that, and for 210 moves, we're going to pull out our MP5, which I have fully loaded. There were some bullets in a magazine upstairs. We're going to aim down, and I don't want to miss. So once we're out of a chance to miss, that's when we're going to fire. And as soon as he's right there, we're going to push him away, and let's get a few more shots in. The recoil is not going up between shots, which is honestly amazing. Okay, he's up against the wall. Let's fire one more time. Another time? God, the lack of recoil on this thing is amazing. He did manage to swing at us and grab us. He failed the grab, but he did try and swing at us. Okay. Man, this one might have eaten a huge amount of the Horde because he is still not taking damage. And I did notice that we did actually got a chance to see how much sound our thing is making. Only 57 sound, by the way, so that's really good. So the person who was saying that we would not be getting silence from normal bullets might be wrong, and that's just kind of how Cataclysm works, is that since the gun is suppressed, the bullets are being suppressed too. We're going to fire it a few more times. It's also not blasting out our ears, so it must be very quiet. Missed him, and we have put so much damage into this guy. I mean, look at this real quick. We have put like 300 damage into this guy, and we still haven't gotten past his Dissolute Devourer 10 HP. I think this might be where the Horde went. I think this guy just ate the entire freaking Horde. I do know that they regenerate, but they don't regenerate that much. They only regenerate a few points of HP. We're gonna run out of bullets before we kill this thing. In fact, with that in mind, we're already at half stamina. We have done a shit ton of damage to this thing. I'll probably put in the edit how much total damage we've actually done to it, because it's a pretty crazy amount, and I'll put that number on screen. Which means that this thing, we have cut through a lot of its HP. It's not going to get that HP back. We have 10 bullets left. Only 57 sound per shot. Have we attracted anything else? We've attracted a zombie dog. I really want to push our luck here and try and kill it, but I think it's a bad idea. We are going to start running. Oh yeah, look at it. It was really, really fast. Stepped on a spike. It's getting a little bit more bleeding. We'll shove it back. and rush upstairs. Okay. Ooh. Let's check to see if it followed us at all. It hasn't followed us on this floor. It is in the apartment now. That's not the best case scenario. We're only in mild pain. What do we do here? Yeah. Oh, this is perfect. As we step down to the next floor, it actually had started wandering around the apartments, which means that it is now in a straight line between me and the ground floor. Goodbye. As we pushed out towards it, we also slipped on its bio blood. So it's really good we didn't lose concentration there. We don't have any bullets to reload into our gun, so we're going to go ahead and store it in our inventory, which should be, yep, it went straight into our lifting field. Good, good, good. Pull out our knife. We might need a mop for all of this. Well, that diluted devourer is causing me some small problems. So I think for now, we are going to grab our stuff, head back up to the top floor, and just quickly sort our inventory and reduce our pain a little bit just to, and like actually eat and such, just to give that guy time to possibly move on. Okay, we've meditated on our powers for a little bit, and we still haven't learned anything. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about that. I do have a workaround if that ends up becoming a problem in the future, but for now, we're going to check to see if our good friend, the Double D, has in fact moved on. I don't see him so far, and he's right there. Okay, I think this is going to be our mini-boss for the day. We need to figure out how to kill this thing. Is it going to come up the stairs just by me peeking down like that? More important question, can I fire down? We did just find out that for some reason, whenever I updated, because I'm using the newest version of the 0.H stable, it actually turned off my 3D field of vision, which is unfortunate. We've only had it off for this episode. It's been on every other episode, but we're going to peek down. And one of the things that's important for is so that I can do this. There it goes. Now I can target it. So I'm targeting the zombie on the floor below, and I can actually hurl her away from this angle. And I don't know if that'll kill her. Yeah, there's not any walls nearby. But I just wanted to show off that you can do that if you have 3D field of vision on. So Aiden should be able to grab things from multiple levels. It also means that things can attack us from multiple levels, like this diluted devourer that just swarmed at us from the level below. Okay, we're going to stand on the stairs here, and we're going to shove it against the wall, which is actually possibly the most damaging thing we can do. Oh, I think we had burned through its HP with the MP5, because with one shove against the wall, we crush it back, and it is torn to shreds by Aiden's psychic powers. And then just out of the sheer hatred of this creature, we reach out one more time and we pulp its body against the wall. The devourer is gone. There's a zombie down here for us. We're going to take her out too. That feels amazing. That feels absolutely amazing to finally kill that devourer that has been harrowing us for so long. Where is it likely that we can find a crap ton of water? I still think that maybe this park down here is a good choice. So I think we're going to... Oh, pretty badly injured. We'll just take you out real quick. We're going to head that way. Turn on our night eyes whenever we're inside the building here, just so that we can see. And we know all these walls are busted out, so we might as well head south here through the walls, because this would give us an opportunity to kind of check on the situation of the hordes. We got like a couple down there. Nothing too bad. Okay, I lied. There's a lot down here. There's another diluted devourer and a bunch of zombies. So we are going to back up into the darkness. They're going to move to my last location. And now that he's down here, we're going to push the diluted devourer. No, we lost our concentration. So we did do damage there. And our force shove is already costing a lot less stamina. You can see that my stamina is just not moving as fast. And we push him against the wall like 5 or 6 times there. We're almost already out of stamina. We are going to back the fuck up and catch our breath in the darkness here. Turn on our night eyes so we can see farther than the diluted can. And where did it go? I don't like that we can't see it anymore. Where did it go? We'll yeet that lady into the bathroom. Zombie child. Take a few swings at her. Take her down. Got another zombie coming in here. Should be able to just shove him backwards. Woo, we sent that one flying. Holy crap. Okay. Take him down as he comes back. Did he go into the bathroom? No, he did not. Where did that diluted go? I'm not a huge fan of not knowing where it is. We'll take all these alcohol wipes and lack of antiseptic. With the amount of psionics and regeneration we've done, we are quite hungry now. Actually, very hungry. It's funny, it says hungry over here, but it actually says very hungry in my inventory. The hunger is going to slow me down quite a bit. We'll pop back up real fast for a snack. Okay, now that we're well fed, man, we really do kind of just need a mop, huh? This is becoming some sort of nightmare horror scene here. Let's head back down. We'll move very slowly here. Keeping an eye out for that guy right there. He should be damaged, right? Should be damaged. I'm tempted to use my MP5 on him. How many bullets do we have left? We have 10 bullets left. We'll step out so that he sees us. He should see us now. He does. We'll wait until he gets close. And then we're actually going to take a few steps back into the darkness here. And we're going to fire at him from here. And then we'll back up. He'll be slow across that stuff, the wreckage there that he just stepped onto. He actually slipped and fell. Hell yeah. Take a few shots at him. He's far enough away that we do actually need to steady up. The recoil on this gun is like non-existent. It's so nice. Okay. We are out of bullets. We have once again done an incredible amount of damage. We also just got increased skills in submachine guns. Very nice. We've done an incredible amount of damage on this thing. So we're going to shove it away. And we'll pull out our knife. Largely because I think the knife has... it actually doesn't have blocking. Oh, that's good to know. Something we'll have to keep in mind for the future is that the knife does not block, which means that it's a lot more dangerous to use than other weapons. We're going to back up. I want to do a little bit more damage to it. I say that, and then I see a Z9 and a zombie child. The Z9 being a zombified version of the German Shepherd dogs used in law enforcement. Its deformed body is encased in a protective Kevlar harness. We also have, I almost just didn't even see it in the darkness, a brainless zombie behind us. I'm worried about the brainless zombie and the K9, the Z9, so we're going to yeet the Z9 away. And we lose our concentration twice. There we go, finally getting it. Horse Shove only has a 6% chance of failing, and we did fail it twice in a row. The odds of that are impressive. And fortunately, we are in the darkness here. So even though the Z9 is going to be able to keep track of us, with its scent, we do shove it backwards. It seems to have barked at us, which attracted the dissolute devourer. And I think we were attracting some zombies from other directions, as there is now a tough zombie here. We're going to step around. It grabs us. We push it just far enough back. It's probably going to die from the bleeding. We take it out as it comes up the stairs. Okay, catch our breath. Something actually busted out the window here for us. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. So what we're going to do is we are going to stand here, and we're going to use far hand instead to grab the dissolute devourer beneath us and pull it against the wall. As we do that, you can actually see it's lost enough HP that we're actually damaging it now. We actually can grab it and pull it against the wall over and over again, just slowly grinding the dissolute devourer up against the wall below in order to damage it. We'll take a step back and we'll catch our breath so that we can continue. And unfortunately, it looks like it's figured out our plan and come around to the front side. And it has also regenerated while we're getting our stamina back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to run to here, and we're going to yeet it straight out the broken window as it falls down a level. Take a step back, get our stamina back, check to see where it is. I mean, it's still at full HP, but we do know that it probably doesn't have that much bonus HP anymore, so that's good. Okay, I have an idea here. So what we're going to do is, you know what, screw it. We'll send it out the window, get our stamina back, and oh man, I really want to shoot it with the sludge shotgun, because we can probably kill it in like 2 shots with the sludge shotgun. But we just cleared out the Horde. I really don't want to be making that much noise. We've already made enough noise as it is. Okay, let's try this. Oh, it's taking a bunch of damage still. Okay. And we shove it against the wall one more time. Between it falling, landing on spikes, and all of that stuff combined, we did finally take it down. And it is just a mess of gore down here. It's actually probably enough to make a normal person quite sick. It's kind of funny to imagine Aiden here seeing all of this, and the first thing that crossing his mind is just, wow, this is more fun than a video game. It's kind of crazy. We got a couple brainless here. One of them steps into exactly the right place for us, so we yeeted an instant wall. Now, less of a concentration thing and more of a flick of the wrist, as we are getting accustomed to our superhuman powers. Take another one down and another flit. And zombie dog snuck out of the darkness and grabbed me, and I honestly didn't see it until we had actually started running past it. Always dangerous to move a little bit too fast there. We have a zombie runner coming after us. He looks like he's pretty badly injured, so we just drag him back to the couch and take him down with one swift strike to the neck. What are we seeing down here? Only a zombie and an ascended zombie. Okay. We finally have eyes on our prize. The nearby Forest Park combination. Okay. Because they are probably pretty weak, we're going to pull them back. I shouldn't pull them back to here and probably actually fight them. Unless they do that bullshit. They do that sometimes where one of them will stumble in, letting the next one in behind it. So we're going to push kill that one, and then we'll step up and kill the ascended zombie. Catch our breath from the safety of indoors. And for the first time, boys and girls, we move across the street. And there's a car battery right here. Okay, we're going to mark this instead of picking it up, because we want this. We also want the solar panel up here. We want this for our roof. We could go, I mean, it's a fully repaired car battery. We could go install it right now, but this is the first time Aiden has managed to leave his apartment in a week. We need to do a little bit of exploration. It's for our sanity and our health. We find a metal hacksaw. That is an amazing find, and a collapsible mop. It's amazing that that is something that is so high value to Aiden right now. There's also a turkey and a shit ton of zombies. A, why is there a turkey in this basement? It's just a normal turkey. Yeah. And B, why did I come into a basement? That was not a very good decision on my part. We're gonna yeet this guy backwards, doing a little bit of damage to him. But with the firefighter zombie right behind him, we are kind of trapping ourselves in a room here. We'll push the fighting zombie into the wall, shoving it to death. Catch our breath. And you know what? We're actually just going to leave this house. Make sure that there's no antiseptic here. It's for ibuprofen whenever we're in minimal pain, like we are now. We just spotted a diluted devourer. I'm not a huge fan of that. Where is it? It is... looks like it was downstairs. What we're going to do is we're going to push it into the darkness and then run. I'd really like... Another diluted devourer. It said 2 for a moment there. Yeah, where's the other one? They're both right there. Okay. 2 diluted devourers is too much to handle right now. And apparently they are medium in size, so that's good. That means that they haven't eaten too many zombies yet, because they will eventually become large, but that is still too much to handle. We are going to hard run from these. We're going to get all the way back here. We're going to get past the sludge here, and we won't stop until we're inside here. And even then, must be because of the noise we were making. They did actually manage to follow us. We're going to get upstairs, farther upstairs, and go around a corner here, and now catch our breath. Whoa. Our issue is no longer hordes. It is the fact that the hordes have combined and congealed into 1 or 2 creatures. We have managed to take a few of them down, though. So Aiden is confident that he'll be able to take down more. As it stands, we have a few improvements we can make around the base, and it might be a good idea to get more fresh and get our weariness lower so that we don't have too much of an issue fighting these things. Fighting 2 of them at once whenever... We have killed 2 today, but they were isolated and individual, and it was difficult to take them down. And we spent over 45 bullets in our MP5 taking them down, of which we have 0 now. So this is going to be a challenge still. We have thinned out the Horde, although a lot of the Horde has combined together. But I believe that Aiden can get this done. We've managed to make it outside, and even though we only managed to make it a few steps, it is a huge improvement. Every day we are making leaps and bounds further ahead. But that will be it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode, and if you have, please feel free to leave a like on the video, leave any suggestions in the comments below, and subscribe for more Cataclysm and Horde video games. I hope you have a good day. Goodbye.